Holy shit. Okay, I don't know where to start. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go for a drive to my mum's to see her. So what I'll do, I'm going to set the camera up in my car, and as I'm driving along, I'm going to tell you what's been going on for the last 3 months, why I haven't posted the video. I'm sure a lot of you know why. And what's been going on in my life and with my trading. We'll talk about the market itself. And oh man, I've got so much is going on, and I'll get it all off my chest. Hey guys, it is so good to be back on this channel. I'm just driving to my mum's, as I said. It's about a half-hour drive, so plenty of time to chat. I don't think I'll talk that long, but anyway, we've got plenty of time. So I'll let you know what's been going on. It's been pretty much, I think it was late May last time I did a vid. Maybe it was early June, but anyway, it's pretty much 3 months since I've done a vid on this channel. Anyway, I did start a new channel, thinking I'd get that going, but you know, I had no motivation to get that one cranking, really. So anyway, I'll start by telling you what happened all those months ago. Yeah, I think it was early June. It might have been the 2nd or the 5th, somewhere around there, in between those dates somewhere. I was in the city, and I went to log in to look at the YouTube channel, and I couldn't log in. It just had locked me out, and I didn't think much of it at the time. Oh, something's gone wrong. I'll sort it out. So then, anyway, I did what I had to do in the city, and I got home. And when I tried to log in on my laptop, it just brought up this generic page that said, "You've most likely broken the community standards of YouTube, and we've locked your account." And it was really vague, like it was this one message for everyone sort of thing, and it told me nothing, basically. Just said, you've probably stuffed up, too bad. And anyway, there was a link down the bottom where you could dispute this whatever YouTube had done, but locking me out of the channel. So I did that. I sent it in, and it said that I should get a response within 2 working days. 2 working days come and went, nothing. So I sent it again. Again, 2 working days come and went, nothing. So I sent it again. And by this stage, I was getting pretty frustrated. It's really, really frustrating dealing with a robot when you know there's no human on the other end. For some reason, I've been locked out by this robot. Robot said no, and I become acutely aware that there was pretty much nothing I could do about it. I actually got to the point where I rung America, I rung Google to see if there was a human there that could help. Nope, there's no one at YouTube that would talk to me at all. So you pretty much got nothing. As it went on, every week or so, I sent this email again, expecting a different result. Is that the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result? But anyway, I kept sending this request for someone to get back to me. Never, not once did YouTube get back to me in that 3 months. They never responded. I did meet a guy on the forum who, I don't know if he worked at YouTube. He was going to look into the account for me. But as it turned out, he was useless as well. So anyway, I'd pretty much given up on the channel, and I started this other channel just under my name. Some of you may have seen it. But overall, I was just pissed off at YouTube and the whole social media thing. I'd sort of taken time and built up a bit of an audience and then it was just gone like that. And I thought, well, fuck this. I don't want to play the game. So anyway, I was thinking about it. So what are we now? We're Tuesday. It was Sunday night. I was thinking about it, and I was sort of missing it. So just digressing slightly, a lot's been happening in the last 3 months in my life as well. I will describe it as a midlife crisis, and I'm going to do a whole vid about the last 3 months of my life because it's been a roller coaster, just personally. What's going on. As I said, I'll do a whole new vid. I won't go into it right now. So anyway, so Sunday night I was sitting there and I was thinking, I might, with the other channel that I started, the Darren Green channel, I thought I might change the name of that and just talk more about leading a good life. Like, as an Aussie, probably most of you that are watching are Aussies, just how do you lead a good life? Because I learned quite a bit of stuff about life in this last 3 months as well, with what's been going on, and I feel like I'm a little wiser. So I thought I would maybe just do a broader channel that just spoke about living a good life. Sure, about the stock market and finances, but also about your health, and also about your mental health, which sort of become important to me. And yeah, having fun, having hobbies, and just stuff Aussies do, and what my impression of a good life. So I was going to change the name of my channel, the Darren Green channel, to A Good Aussie Life or something along those lines. So I was just playing around, seeing if I could do it. I never quite worked out if I could, because before I did that, I was in YouTube, and I thought I'd have one more go at seeing if I could access my channel. So I started stuffing around, seeing if I could log in. I got the same message again, the broken community standards. And to be honest, I don't know what I did, but I was stuffing around and I managed to get to this page where it had the email address that was linked to my YouTube channel. And this is where it gets complicated, and I'll explain it best I can. I used to have an email address when I had my business, which I sold back in April, and that was the one that was linked to this YouTube channel. That worked fine for 2 months, right up to June. Then in June, for some reason, YouTube, don't know what happened, locked me out of the channel, because that old email address was still my primary email address. So what I did when I was in this page, and I don't know how it got there, I changed the primary user from that old email address to my new email address, the ASX Squirrel. As soon as I did it, bang, I was in, and the channel was back, and here I am. So that 3 months that's been wasted, basically, I probably could have fixed it 3 months ago if I had known, or if YouTube had contacted me, or whatever. There's probably no need that I had to be sitting out for these 3 months. But there you go. That's as best as I can explain it. That the channel works again, and this is the first video I've uploaded since I got back in on Sunday night. Okay, so that is that. I guess we should touch on the market briefly. Now, as I mentioned, I've been going through a bit of a midlife crisis these last few months, and I haven't been paying as much attention to the market. That's just something I've decided to just step back a little bit. Having said that, the last few weeks I have been back and interested in getting my passion back a bit for the market. As of right now, it's just hovering around 6,300, the ASX 200. And last time I did a vid, early June, say, it was, from memory, it was just around 6,000. I think it was going up and down over 6,000 points. And even back then, it had come up from early April, it was around 5,700. So if you look back to early April to now, which is, say, about 5 months, the market's up 10%, or more than 10%. So it's had a pretty good run these last 5 months. And for a portion of that, I wasn't trading at all. The last month or 6 weeks or so, I've been back trading again, just gently, and as I said, gaining more and more interest. So yeah, interesting times. It's a lot of doom and gloom around. You hear that the market's going to crash, which you always hear. So far, so good. And obviously, we're going through reporting season at the moment, still going on. And there's quite a lot of good news coming out. And really, the market, in my opinion, the Aussie market at least, doesn't look overvalued. Now, I don't follow the US markets, so I don't really know what's going on over there. And if that crashes, obviously it's going to affect the Australian market somewhat. But realistically, I think even if we did drop off 10-20%, if there was a crash, I think the market would recover okay here. Look, overall, I don't think the Australian economy is going that great. Here in WA, I was expecting it to be a pretty solid year, and really all I can say about WA is it stopped going backwards. I think we're stagnant here. The real estate market's stagnant. The whole economy just feels stagnant, but it feels like we're at the bottom of a cycle over here. I've been long the miners throughout this year, just your BHPs and your Oz Minerals and a few miners that I follow, and they've had a pretty good year overall. And when the miners do well, it's obviously that affects WA greatly. We are an iron ore state. I can't remember the figures. 40 or 50% of our revenue comes from the mining industry, and of that, most of it is iron ore. So if iron ore is going okay and the miners are going okay, we're going okay generally. The rest of Australia, you've got to worry about New South Wales, and you've got to worry about Victoria with their high real estate prices and the amount of debt that is being carried in those states. We've had a recent change of Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, so I believe. I wasn't a big fan of his as a treasurer. I thought he's, to me, been asleep at the wheel, given APRA and ASIC way too much power, and they've gone through lending and just fucked it up basically. And that will flow through to the economy and house prices and confidence in the coming years, so that worries me a bit. I'd rather Scott Morrison as Prime Minister than Treasurer, to be honest. I'm glad he's gone, and I don't even know who Treasurer is at the moment, so if they've got one, maybe put in the comments and then I'll know. So anyway, that's my views on the economy and the market at the moment. How long have I been going? 12 minutes. Look, as I said, there's been a lot going on in my life. I've really what I call a midlife crisis. Probably for the second time in my life, I got depressed, I would call it, looking back now. And it's weird because really everything in my life is great. I think and as I said, I'll go into this more in a new video, but I think really all my definitions or all my metrics for success, financially, my marriage, my relationship with my kids, my health, all those metrics off the scale great. And I guess that is the definition of success for me. I had achieved it, and weirdly, it didn't make me feel good. So it was a tough time, and I'll talk about it more in my next vid, my midlife crisis vid. But having said that, I feel like I've come out the other side now, and I'll talk about that more. I don't think there's much else I need to say for now. It's getting towards the end of the month, and I know the most popular vids I do is my end of month vid, and where I talk about the market in the next month and talk about 3 stocks that I might be buying. I'm not going to do one this month. Again, I think I said it in a recent vid on my other channel. It would feel like a disservice to you guys. I haven't been paying the market enough attention to be confident in what I'm talking about at the moment. I just want to get another month under my belt, get a bit of fitness back, I guess, before I delve into individual stocks. So look out for that vid coming at the end of September for the October month, and hopefully I can give a bit of value. Okay guys, I think I will leave it there for now. Just getting onto the freeway. Oh, looks good. There's no traffic jam at the moment, which is rare. yeah, fuck, there's lots. There's so much stuff that I do want to talk about, but like I say, this video's been going long enough for now, and I'll leave it, and I'll talk to you guys soon, maybe very soon. It's good to be back. I want to show you my new toy, and I will talk about this. I might actually do another vid. Oh, can you see it? No, you can't really see it. Anyway, it's a new motorbike. It's what was it? Kawasaki VN900 in perfect nick. It's about 10-12 years old, but not a scratch on it. Badgeless. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that in another vid. Actually, I might do a video just on my bike and go for a ride and do a vid while I'm riding. But anyway, let's get moving.